Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about how to navigate the super complex, but also incredibly valuable world of AI and machine learning certifications. If you're looking to seriously level up your career, you are in exactly the right place. So let's just dive right in.
Okay, let's start with a number, 40%. According to the World Economic Forum, that's the projected job growth for AI and machine learning specialists. I mean, that's a huge number. The opportunity here is massive. The jobs are definitely out there, and the demand, it's only getting hotter.
But, and this is a big but, here's the catch for anyone in tech right now. Being an expert in just one cloud platform is just not going to cut it anymore. The whole industry is shifting. The really high-value roles, the ones you want, they require you to be fluent across multiple ecosystems. The future isn't just cloud, it's multi-cloud.
And you know, that shift creates a very real challenge. If you're an aspiring ML expert, you're probably already feeling this. You're facing a pretty significant hurdle when it comes to proving your skills across the board.
Just think about it for a second. The big three, AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud, they each have their own certification path, and they don't talk to each other at all. They're completely siloed. So what does that mean for you? Well, it means preparing for each exam one by one, which gets really expensive really fast. And it's not just the money. The time it takes to actually master each platform's unique services is a huge, huge commitment. And all of this is happening while companies are scrambling to find people who can actually do this stuff.
So the big question is, how do you tackle this strategically? You can't just wing it. You need the right tool for the job, a kind of toolkit designed specifically for this new multi-cloud world.
And that's exactly where a resource like a multi-cloud ML bundle comes into play. See, instead of studying in these isolated silos, it's designed to build your knowledge across AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud, all at the same time. The goal isn't just about passing one test, it's about becoming truly fluent in all three.
All right, so what's actually in a toolkit like this? What do you get? Let's pop the hood and see exactly how it helps you break down the whole multi-cloud landscape.
Now this is really cool because it maps out the core of the multi-cloud ML universe. You've got the three pillars, the heavy hitters, each with its own focus. You've got AWS, the market leader with its MAL01 cert, which is all about Amazon's SageMaker. Then there's Google Cloud, which has always been an AI-first company. Their certification centers on the super powerful Vertex AI platform. And finally, you have Microsoft's DP100, which really plays to Azure's strengths in the enterprise with its Azure Machine Learning service. A good toolkit gets you ready for all three of these different approaches.
And to really get you ready, you need depth. We're not talking about a handful of questions here. We're talking over 1,000 practice questions combined. This isn't about just scratching the surface. It's about having enough material to really feel what the real exams are like and, more importantly, to figure out where your weak spots are.
But look, a huge number of questions is one thing. The real magic, the real value, is in how you learn from them. So let's walk through a real-world example to see what makes this kind of prep so effective.
All right, let's put you in the hot seat. Here's a typical scenario-based question you might see on the AWS exam. An engineer needs a file format for complex data in S3 that cuts down on processing time. The choices are compressed CSV, JSON-L, compressed JSON, or Apache Parquet. What do you think? What would you pick?
And this right here, this is the most important part of the whole process. The correct answer is Apache Parquet. Okay, easy enough. But just knowing the right answer is only half the battle. The real learning, the part that sticks, comes from understanding why everything else is wrong. Parquet is a columnar format, which is perfect for this kind of work. CSV and JSON, they're row-oriented, which just creates a ton of overhead and slows the whole thing down. This deeper understanding is what separates someone who just passes an exam from someone who's truly mastered the material.
So you see what's happening here, right? When you prepare this way across all three platforms, you're not just memorizing answers. You're building a mental model of how data and ML work in completely different environments. And that gives you a massive, massive advantage in your career.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. This really hits the nail on the head. Sandra, an AI practitioner from Germany, said it perfectly. The explanations actually teach, not just test. And that's the whole point, right? To get a genuine understanding that you can actually use in a job interview or on your next big project.
So to quickly sum up the benefits, you get all three major cloud providers covered in one shot, you're diving deep into real, practical, scenario-based problems, you get detailed explanations for everything, plus checklists to make sure you're ready, and you can study offline. It's just a really focused, really efficient way to get multi-cloud certified. Okay, so what does this all build towards? What's the big payoff? Well, it's a real tangible upgrade to your career in AI and machine learning.
And here's an actual plan you can follow, inspired by the official guide from AWS. Step 1. Get a feel for the exam with some practice questions. Step 2. Fill in any knowledge gaps you have with online courses and hands-on labs. Step 3. Go deep on review, hitting more exam-style questions to make it all stick. And finally, Step 4. See if you're really ready with a full-on practice exam. It's a clear, simple roadmap you can use to get there.
With the demand for multi-cloud experts just exploding, the opportunity has never been bigger. Look, the path is definitely challenging, but with the right strategy and the right tools, it's totally achievable. Your multi-cloud future is right there, waiting. The only real question is, are you ready to go build it?